and this would be for anybody watching this podcast as well. We know that there are fish that live in creeks, and they are certain species. They're pigmented and they have eyes. Somehow, some way, some of those fish get swept into caves, and the next time you observe them, they're hypopigmented and they have no eyes, and there are many other changes as well. If I were to ask the average person on the street, intelligent design advocate, creationist, or evolutionist, I'm asking anyone, how did this happen? They would come up with a story, a narrative, which would say something to the effect, well, maybe during reproduction, sometime before or during in the cave, a mutation happened to the genes that are making the eyes, and they broke those genes, and so eyes didn't develop. And maybe mutations happened to the genes that lead to pigmentation, and it broke those genes, so pigmentation broke down. And it's not a disadvantage in a cave not to have pigmentation. It's not a disadvantage not to have eyes. And in fact, if you don't have to build those things, you save energy, so it might even be an advantage. And so with those broken genes and those for pigmentation and eyes, it leads to an advantage, and they go on to reproduce, and pretty soon the eyeless, hypopigmented fish take over the entire population. And evolutionists would say, that's how it happened, and see, this is how evolution can take place. Creationists would say, well, that's how it happened, but it doesn't explain how we got eyes. The bottom line is this: everybody's using the mutation selection mechanism to explain the eyeless fish. Everybody's using it. Nobody's asking any different questions.